Hello, Yoshio. Good morning. It's great to see you're ready to practice your English. Let's dive in and make this lesson fun and productive. That's an excellent description, Yoshio. You've painted a really clear picture in English. Well done. So let me add a few comments. You've given a great sense of the color scheme with that luxurious red sports car up front, contrasted against the navy blue and indigo cars, and the small details like the reflection of the trees on the bonnet and the thin cloud cover making the shadows subtle. Surely you're really observing closely. It's fantastic practice. Now let's continue with the lesson from here. Absolutely, Yoshio. Let's do that. You'll say your collocation word, I'll repeat it to make sure I understand, and then I'll create a nice English sentence using that collocation. Let's get started whenever you're ready. Alright, Yoshio, I'll repeat that. Pay particular attention. Got it. Now let me create a sentence for you. Here we go. When you're practicing your English pronunciation, it's important to pay particular attention to the subtle differences in vowel sounds. Great job getting me like collocation. Let's keep going. Alright, I'll repeat that. Tender, loving care. Perfect. Now let me put that into a sentence for you. When you're learning a new language, it's important to give yourself a bit of tender, loving care and patience along the way. Great job. Let's keep practicing. Alright, Yoshio, I hear your collocation. People person. Oh, I see. You said feeble palace. That's a very unique collocation. Got it. Let me put that into a sentence for you. We wandered through the ancient ruins, a once grand castle, now a feeble palace, its former glory faded with time. That turned out to be quite an evocative image. Let's keep going with your next collocation whenever you're ready. Absolutely. Let's do that one. So your collocation is patient's temperature. I'll say it back to you. Patient's temperature. Now let me put it into a sentence. When the nurse checks a patient's temperature regularly, it helps keep track of their recovery. Great job. Let's keep going with the next one when you're ready. Alright, let me repeat that. Keep it down. Perfect. Now let's put that into a sentence. For example, in a library, people often whisper to keep it down and not disturb others. Great job. Let's continue with the next collocation whenever you're ready. Got it. You said bring the fever down. Let's use that in a sentence. When someone has a high temperature, a cool cloth can help bring the fever down. Excellent. Let's keep going. Alright, I hear the phrase wind down. Let's put that into a sentence. For instance, after a long day, it's nice to have a quiet moment to wind down with a good book or some music. Nice work. Let's continue when you're ready. Oh, I see. Of course. I hear you now. Bind the wound. Perfect. Let's turn that into a sentence. For example, in first aid, it's important to bind the wound to protect it from infection. Great job. Let's keep going. Absolutely. I heard remove the bandage. Let's put that into a sentence. For instance, if the wound is healed, we can gently remove the bandage. Great job. Let's keep going. Certainly. You mentioned a cure for cancer. Let's use that in a sentence. For example, researchers around the world are tirelessly working to find a cure for cancer. Great, we'll keep going from here. Alright, I hear you're saying, he's sick. Let's put that into a sentence. For example, you might say, he's sick and needs some rest to heal better. Great job. Let's continue whenever you're ready. I got it now. You said, he is a sheikh. Perfect. I understand now. You were saying heal the sick. Perfect. Let's use that in a sentence. For example, many people hope for advances in medicine that will help heal the sick. Great job. Let's keep going from here. I hear you saying cream with pain. Let's put that into... I see. You said scream with the pain. Thanks for clarify. Let's use that in a sentence. For example, in a dramatic moment, someone might scream with the pain. Great, let's keep going. You're very welcome. I'm so glad you enjoyed our conversation, and I'd be happy to chat again tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day until then. Absolutely. Take care and bye for now.